Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Sharpen Your Knowledge. Today our topic is applications of asynchronous transmission. Now, what is asynchronous? Let us revise first, then we'll move on to applications of asynchronous transmission. So, in asynchronous transmission, one character of data or 1 byte of data unit is sent at a time. So based on this criteria, it is especially suited for keyboard type terminals. Keyboard type terminals. So if a transmission is done by using keyboard type terminals, then we can go for asynchronous transmission. Now, one of the main advantage of this asynchronous transmission is that it doesn't require any local storage. It doesn't require any local storage. Why? Because we are transmitting the data from sender to receiver character by character. So no need of requirement of any storage. At the same time, we can use this asynchronous transmission especially in internet traffics. Means here how in internet we are going to search for the information. We are going to search for the information, but we are not storing. So information is transmitted in the form of short burst. So as it is transmitted in the form of shortest burst, we can use there as asynchronous transmission, especially by modems. Especially in modems, this asynchronous transmission is used. So that is about applications of asynchronous transmission. Now let us move on to advantages. What might be the advantages of asynchronous transmission? The first advantage is that it is cheaper. Why? Because when you compare in the terms of cost, as asynchronous transmission requires very shortest lines. If the lines are short, then asynchronous transmission is considered. So in that way, we can consider that asynchronous is a cheaper one. Now the next advantage of asynchronous is that as we are transmitting individual character in complete way, so whenever if a character is corrupted, there is no there is no stop. Means the successor and the predecessor of the character will not be affected. Why? Because we are sending the character completely. As we are sending the character completely, if any character has lost, then there will be no effect in the transmission. No effect in the transmission in the sense successor and predecessor of the character. We can easily send the successor and predecessor character if any character has lost. Not only that, here it is possible to transmit signals from sources which is having different bit rates, because we are using different data units. So we can send different bit rates by using asynchronous transmission. Now as we are using the start bit and stop bit, transmission can start as soon as the data item is transmitted becomes available. Means here whenever the receiver receives the start bit, it can transmit the data item. Not only that, this type of transmission is very easy to implement. It is very easy to implement. So these are the advantages of asynchronous transmission. Now let us see disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of asynchronous transmission? Since we are using gaps, because there will be gaps between the data items. It slows the transmission, means the insertion of gap between the data streams will makes the efficiency very low. So it is very less efficient when compared to synchronous transmission. At the same time, suppose if any bits can be missed or corrupted, so their successful transmission may not be possible. So here successful transmission inevitably depends on the recognition of start bit. So here start bit is compulsory needed, because whenever if start bit has been missed, it is entirely dependent on the start bit. So if start bit has missed, then the entire data item can be corrupted or missed. So these are the advantages, disadvantages and applications of asynchronous transmission. I hope asynchronous transmission is clear to all. Thank you.